Hi green lovers! It is time to up-pot or up-plant my artichokes. Now these are globe artichokes that I grew from seed, started in the summer of last year. And as you can see, they have grown into massive plants. There's 4 altogether, and they're sitting in these gallon pots. And it's time for them to go to their final destination, which is going to be right here. I'm going to be planting one in a circular bed, maybe about 3 feet across, and another on the other side. And I'm going to have to find a spot for 2 more of them, but for now I'm going to start with these 2, the 2 biggest plants, and I'm going to plant them on either side of what I'm calling my Olympic beds, because I've got 5 of them kind of like shaped like the Olympic symbol. So I'm going to plant one on either side there. And yeah, artichokes grow really well in California, Northern California, which is where I live. They love the Mediterranean climate, and they're perennials, which is what I love about them. They will produce well for about 5 years, but in those 5 years, they're going to be producing babies from the bottom, and those I can take and plant to different parts of my garden. So I have dug a hole right here. As you can see, I have got really hard pan clay soil, which is rich in all kinds of minerals, but it is not free draining at all. And you can also see thick roots. I have got trees all around my property. I've got oak trees, I've got redwood trees, all kinds of beautiful shade, which actually the artichoke is going to enjoy. But those roots, I can't dig through them. I'm going to let them be. And I am going to be mixing in some sand. I'm also going to be mixing in some great organic matter. I've got some of my homegrown compost too that I am going to be mixing into this soil. And at least this top 18 inches is going to be nice and free draining. Hopefully that will help the artichoke establish roots. And I'm going to make it about a little bit wider than this, so maybe about 2 to 3 feet wide. So that is the hole. I'm going to fill it in now, and then we'll plant some artichoke. I wanted to give you a quick glimpse at this plant that has been sitting in that tote for about 6 months now. Look at the size of this root that has grown out of the base. I'm going to have to break that off, cut that off, unfortunately, but that's okay. Artichoke actually likes a little bit of root trimming when it's getting situated in a new place. So I'll go ahead and cut that off and show you what it looks like. I'll probably peel back some of the bottom leaves too. You can see some of them are turning yellow, and I don't want the plant to have to stress too much about feeding a whole bunch of leaves. So I am going to actually remove some of the foliage and leave just a few leaves on the top when I plant this in. So here's what it looks like after I pulled it out of the pot. The root actually broke off quite easily, and this is the root ball that was in there after I pulled it out. I haven't touched the root ball. I have, however, removed most of the leaves, and I've left just about maybe 4 or 5, as well as the kitty, move from the way here, as well as the growing cluster in the middle, and that's going to shoot out some nice beautiful leaves once this plant gets established in its new spot. So one last glimpse at the plant before I cover it up with soil. I am going to try to make the base of it kind of level with the bottom of that raised bed there and where Kitty is standing. And I will mound a bit of mulch over the top as well to keep it nice and protected. And there we have it, folks. I decided to put a few retaining wall bricks around it just to make it prettier. And I covered the soil around it with some of this amend garden soil, and I think it looks pretty. So I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, grow some perennials, grow some edible perennials in your garden, grow some artichoke. And until next time, live green and love your greens. Oh look, I already have a ladybug in my brand new artichoke plant. I think there were some aphids in there. I did see some ants when I was peeling off the leaves. Glad the ladybugs have found them.